and pull the car out of the garage so we can work on our other electric car. We've got a little drift car going on here. Can you do a figure eight? You got it. Oh, so close. See if I can do some close up. I lost it. A shot here. See if I can get a figure eight. Oh, it's slick.
Yeah, it's really slippery. And especially with these brand new wheels, they're super slippery. They don't have any grip because they're not worn in. Ah, it spun out.
Oh, dang it.
Oh.
It's so slick.
Yeah, because these wheels aren't worn in. Why don't you go out there? Why don't you go out there and try to stay on like?
Ready?
What's a helicopter? What's a helicopter, Dad? Oh, clearly that. Oh, you're not even turning.
There you go.
You're gonna burn the battery, Dad. I swear with my life, a piece is gonna fall off. I have a challenge for you, Dad. Dad, I have a challenge for you.
Oh, around the pole. Almost.
Oh.
What's the challenge?
As soon as you're done making it around the pole,
Huh?
I'm gonna set up 3 cones, and you have to go in between. You have to weave in between each one.
What are you doing? You just throwing it around? I hear you. So I was going to take this opportunity to give you guys a quick walk around of my Model Y. I know I went through kind of my review of it in the last video, but I wanted to address a little more specifics on my setup. So this is a 2020 Model Y, and it's black, and I've got it wrapped in cheetah wrap satin blue metallic, and then I've got the calipers painted yellow with the black vinyl stickers for the Tesla logo, front and rear. Got a little creative on the front of the wrap. I wanted to bring some more style into the front bumper because the front bumper on these is kind of plain. You see it looks more like a grill and 2 vents. That's actually a solid panel right there with a lot of bugs on it. I just stopped the wrap and then rolled it around into the vertical so it looks like a pocket, but it's really not. So I think it breaks up the front of the car a little bit. And then I seamed the wrap right here. So I stopped the wrap on this panel right here and left it unwrapped all the way to here, and then the back quarter panel where it comes up, I just continue the line across the trunk so it gives it that two-tone look. There's a few different ways that people do this. I've actually seen some people that will wrap this up to here. I think it looks weird. It looks like a hook or something in the side. I wanted to leave it a little more plain. And then I've got one seam here in the back, right here along the deck lid, and I kept it right on the underside, but then you can see it right there. And I could have, after I started wrapping this, I realized I could have wrapped it in one piece, but I decided not to. I'd already seamed it, didn't want to waste more material. Doesn't look bad. And then I went with gloss black for the Tesla logo. I went ahead and did the same thing on the front of the hood with the gloss black Tesla logo. It had raised chrome emblems, and I didn't really like that. This being the Model Y long range, it actually comes with the 20-inch wheels. They make a 19-inch version, and on the performance model you can get 21s. Very similar designed wheel though. The 21s I think have more spokes, and then obviously are bigger. One of the most popular questions I get with this car is, how do I open the door? I was pulling up to a gas station yesterday and got this question. They were like, hey, how do you open the door on that thing? Most people try this right here, and then they don't know what to do. What you're supposed to do is grab it with your thumb, and then when you open the door, it pops out and you can curl your arms around it and just pull. So real quick, thumb, done. On the interior, I've actually got the black interior with the wood grain dash. And the other version it comes with is white with just a cool look. It's all white interior. It's the whitest thing I've ever seen in my life. I would have gone for that, but this was what they had, and I like the exterior of the car. So, and of course we've got the all glass roof all the way to the back. Door panels come with the suede inserts. Real nice touch. And then to open the door from the inside, I get this question a lot also. You've got a button right here, and so if you push the button, it opens the door. I haven't actually found them on the back doors. Is this it right here? No, where is it? Maybe right here? I'm not sure. Somewhere in here there's a manual door release for the back door. I haven't found it yet. But on the front door right here, you'll have your button to open the door, and down in here there's like a little rectangle, the dog hair right there. There's like a little rectangle right here, and so if you pull up on that, that's a manual door release. So obviously with this being an electric car, there's no engine up front, and so instead of that we've got the frunk. Which is just a storage compartment in the front. It's got a little tow hook there. Then you've got your spot to fill wiper fluid. A little seal on the hood there, and it meets with this rubber gasket here, so it's pretty well insulated, but it's not climate controlled. So just know that if you store something in there. I like to put a cooler in here, or just stuff that that gets dirty, because it's a lot easier to clean this than it is the carpet in the back. In the back here, got the trunk area. Get some stuff out of here. So you've got a 60-40 multiple combination rear seat. You can put this down and it will put both of them down, that one by itself, or you can put that one down by itself and have two captain's chairs. And then you can control the 60-40 split here with these buttons, or the manual grab there, there, and there. And so in the trunk compartment, we've got two side pockets for storage on either side of the main trunk. And then if I lift my mat up here, pull that up out of the way, you've got a flip up compartment here with a nice deep storage pocket. And then this actually has a little like a detent that it goes into, so that it'll stay up if you have something deep in there and you don't want it flopping around. And then also there's a secondary storage compartment. I like to remove that one there. You can see it right there. So it's like it's probably 6 inches deep almost. That way you can store something a little more, not secretive, but you really won't see it unless you know it's there. So the driver's side and passenger side are identical, with the exception that the driver's side lifts up. Let me open up my app here. Open my charging door. So you got your charging port there. And you can close it. And you can also do that with the charging connector. there's a button on the charging connector. You'll click when it's near it and it'll actually open the door. There's cameras all over this vehicle, mostly used for the Sentry mode, and then also the autopilot uses cameras. So the cameras for the Sentry mode are right here in the windshield. There's a camera up there. And then on each side of the car, you've got fender mounted cameras. You can kind of see the lens. Let's see if I can zoom in and make it a little brighter. There we go. Camera lens there. Same thing on the passenger side. Your other camera there. And then you've got an additional camera in the back here, up above the license plate, right there. Now for your autopilot, you've got some additional cameras right here in the driver's door pillar. There's a camera there. Same thing in the other pillar. And then, I don't know if I can actually zoom in on them, but there's a combination of a few cameras up here in the front. Kind of see them behind there. They're down in the little pocket here, right across here. There's 3 of them actually. So those cameras work in conjunction with the sonar sensors that are in the bumper here, the parking sensors, for your autopilot and the driving aids. So then you jump to the inside and you've got some additional features here. Center console, and you've got removable tray here. You can go down in there, and then you've also got a cigarette lighter outlet. You go up front here, and you've got a few things here. So this actually will pop open like that. I got some trash in there. And then this is a wireless charging bed. So you can put 2 phones here, wireless charging. And if you lift this up, you can actually get to the USB ports for that. So I've got one USB port here that has my dash cam and Sentry storage. It's a 128 gig. And then I've got my USB cable for my phone charger, but there's a separate USB cable that's part of this connector that you can plug in and enable your wireless charging. And when you're not using that, there's actually another door that folds down. And you can make it all go away. So I can take my charging cable, shove it in there, and then now just a real clean, simple console with basically nothing there. Then you got your glove box in the front passenger. This is a little trickier. Most people don't understand how to get to this, but if you go to the car menu here and you tap on controls, which is the first page, you'll see there's a button there for glove box. Hit that, glove box pops open. The mirrors and visors are a pretty cool feature too. So they're actually magnetic. So if you look here, there's nothing actually holding it other than a magnet. Pretty cool. And then same with the lights. So you can pop this down and the lights turn on. It's actually magnets that hold all that together. I got some dirt right there or something. Pretty cool. And then in the back of the car, we've got the dual USB-C ports for charging, and then air conditioner vents. Everything is pretty much done on the center screen. However, there are a few stalks and features that are hard buttons and mounted on the steering wheel. So the right stalk here, it's going to be your gear shifter basically. So you see there's a few different descriptions here. So you've got the button in the end there, that's your park button. So you'll press that to go into park, and then you have reverse, neutral, and drive. So you can actually go up. If you go up all the way, it will go to reverse. And if you go down all the way, it will go to drive. If you go down one click or halfway, it will shift into neutral. And then while you're driving, if you're already in drive, when you hit this down once, it will activate cruise control, which will hold your speed. If you hit it down twice, boom, boom, it will activate autopilot and cruise control, where it will steer, it'll hold your lane on the road, and it will hold your speed. To turn those off, you just do a half press up. So you just go up half a press, and it will turn those features off. Then you have the left stalk, which is your windshield wipers, turn signals, and bright lights. So that functions very similar to most cars. The button on the end will clean your window. Then you can do pull towards you, and it will actually do your brights, push away from you, it'll turn your brights all the way on, and then your up and down is your turn signal. Then you've got the 2 buttons on the steering wheel. These are kind of multi-purpose as well. The button on the right is for cruise control mostly. If you click it straight down, it will activate your voice prompts. And if you hit it to the right, so you'll grab it on the left side and actually pull this way, and that's clicking right, that will actually change your distance for cruise control that you are from a car in front of you. And then to the left, so push this way, will actually reduce, one increases the distance, one reduces. Let's see if it'll show it. Yeah, there you go. So you can see that's your distance, how far it will keep you away from a car. And then you have a scroll wheel up. So you'll scroll the middle wheel up or down, and it will actually set your speed and adjust it for your cruise control. Then the left one is mostly volume and song controls. So you'll scroll up and down for volume, and you'll scroll left and right to change stations or change songs. You got one touch window control for all your windows over here on the driver's panel. And then your door lock is actually up here. So you'll hit that lock button and it will lock your car. Why isn't my phone not? It's like it doesn't want to focus. And you'll hit it again and it will unlock. So the last feature we'll talk about is your key for your car. And if you look, I have nothing in my hands. I'm holding a camera. And to walk up to the car, so the car's locked right now, you can tell because the mirrors are folded in. If you just walk up to it with your phone, don't even have to have it on, just normally in your pocket. When you get close, it will unlock for you. And the way that works, it is Bluetooth, so it will detect a connection to your phone via Bluetooth, and because your phone is set up and linked to your car, that will allow you to unlock your car. If you don't have a phone, there's a second feature, and you should get this when you buy a Tesla, the Tesla key card. This, if I can focus, this will come with all of them. The way to use this, you can't use it like a normal key. You actually have to go to your pillar here, and you'll press the key up against your pillar. And so you see there, I pressed it and it locked the car. And if I press it again, it will unlock the car. So now when it's unlocked, I can get in it. And then to drive the car, you actually have to do another feature with this key. This is if you don't have your phone. You'll take this, and if you watch, I'm not in any mode to drive right now, but when I take my key and I place it right here on the center console in between my cup holders, watch what happens to my screen. And then push the brake. There you go. So now I've got park, reverse, neutral, drive, and I'm ready to go. So the car is essentially on. You don't have to leave the key here anymore, but you have to place it here to be able to start it if you don't have your phone. So I'll take the key out, close the door, tap it, and car's locked. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to give you guys a quick little review of the Model Y. If you're looking to buy one or interested in one or just kind of wanted to know what they were about, hope this video helps you, and hope it clears up some of the questions that a lot of people ask me all the time about how to use my Tesla. So appreciate you guys watching. Be sure and subscribe if you want more Tesla videos. We'll see you guys in the next one.